So after a long wait, the Federal Open Market Committee decided to cut the rates yesterday. And the big surprise is they cut 0.5% of rate instead of 0.25%, which was expected. So how it's going to change the market? How you will be affected by this? Let's talk about that. So after studying the data and after stabilizing the market, stabilizing the economy when it comes to inflation, when the inflation is in control, they decide to cut the rate. They did not rush on it. And it hardly happened in the history that Fed successfully able to control the inflation without disturbing the economy. It means avoiding the recession, and that's a really great job. Politically, you can be this side or that side on that, different story, but that's really a fact. Federal Open Market Committee consists of 12 members from all the country, from throughout the country. When they decide something, they just don't go on a political side. They study the data, they study the economy, and this is how they give this cut, which is very positive news. And when it comes to positive news, the positive news even moves the stalled market, which is real estate market. For a few months, the market is getting hurt. Inventory is still all-time lows, but as compared to 6 months, 7 months, or a year ago, inventory is going up because the demand is coming down. And now what's going to happen in a mortgage industry, the interest rate, well, although the interest rate is not directly tied to the Fed funds rate, but it's several factors. Indirectly, the rate will come down because this is going to affect the bond market. As soon as the bond market get affected, the rates on the long-term mortgage will come down. Now, what's going to happen next? As soon as the rate comes down, rates are already down. As you see from last year, rates are 2 full percentage down. The banks currently, they're offering 6.1, 6.2% interest rate, and we have lower rates than them. We have like 5.75 right now. We already have the lower rates than the banks. If the rate come down tomorrow again, we will have even more lower rate than the banks. So how we work as a mortgage broker, we don't have too much of overheads. We don't work with a lot of compensation. Plain and simple, if our compensation is low, your interest rate will be lower. Banks and other lenders, they cannot afford it because they have staffs, they have to pay loan officers, they have to pay the processors, they have to pay the underwriters, they have to pay huge rents for the buildings they occupy. So they charge high compensation for that. That is why you see when they announce the rates, in a market, 6.1, 6.2, that's based on that because the factor is the compensation. We don't have all that underwriter processor. We utilize all those processors and underwriters from the lender side. When it comes to us, I'm the broker, so I don't have to go take a permission from someone else to reduce your rate or give you some better deal. And we can do so many things. Sometimes we go play around with the compensation, change from lender pay compensation to the borrower pay compensation, and even give you a better rates without even charging you. There is a origination charge, but that will be covered by some of the discount you get. So win-win situation all the time. So we already have those lower rates which you're looking for, and if you wait a little bit more, I would say maybe a couple of more weeks, rates will be further down. So when it comes to choosing a mortgage loan officer, need to make sure what their compensation is. They will never disclose this to you because that kills the interest rate. So if you are in a sidelines and looking for a right time to purchase, well, you know what? This is that right time, because from now onwards, market will be pushed more higher. Currently, there are some deals out there where you can make an offer and negotiate the price, but tomorrow it'll be a different thing. So if you're looking that market's going to come down, you never know. You can't predict the future. But if you read the news, if you follow the news, just do not wait for it. Remember one thing: always marry to your house and date the mortgage. Means you can get refinanced later. Thank you.